Today, we are in one of Europe's most expensive cities, and we're gonna see how far 1,000 SEK will get us in Stockholm, Sweden.
This is what I pictured when we were talking about coming to Stockholm. Alright, so we've just left the hotel. Now the hotel cost us 600 SEK. We've got 400 SEK to go. Luckily, the hotel includes buffet breakfast, so filled up on a nice, healthy pancakes with bacon and eggs. We're full, we're ready to get going. If you don't stay at a hotel that includes breakfast, then we highly recommend going to ICA.
ICA is a grocery store that is everywhere in Sweden, and you can go there and get pre-made sandwiches, some yogurt, pretty cheap.
And there's so many different ways to get around the city. Now obviously the cheapest if you're on a budget is to walk everywhere. It's not a massive city, it is large, but it's not too big that you can't walk around it. They've got voice scooters which cost around 40 US cents per minute to ride them. They're a fantastic way of getting around the city if you can't be bothered walking anymore.
The absolute best and easiest way to get around the city is by metro. But since we're on a budget today, we're using our good old feet and we're walking. So wear comfortable shoes.
Yes, some amazing places that you can go visit that are free would definitely be number one would be the Old Town. Now if you saw our vlog yesterday, we've already been there, so we won't be going back there again. But if you want to see what the Old Town in Sweden is like, which is probably the most popular and famous part of Sweden to go visit, go watch that vlog, which will be linked at the end of this video. And if you weren't aware, Stockholm is built up of tons of islands that all are linked together by bridges. So you got to cross this bridge. This will take you to another island, but there's bridges all around that will take you all over the city.
We're now on our way to Östermalmshallen, which is a marketplace about an hour walk from here. If we took the train, it would take us probably about 20 minutes. On the way there, we're gonna see a lot of cool things though. So we're gonna walk through the old town, we're gonna walk past the Royal Palace, and right now we're walking next to the canal.
Such a nice city to walk around.
We both feel like we've talked about it in the past that the best way to explore a city is by foot, because that's the way you see the most interesting things.
But also you understand how to get around and you understand where everything is a lot better. When we took the train yesterday to get to the Old Town, I looked it up on a map where the Old Town was once we got back to the room, and it was totally different to where I'd envisaged it being. That's the great thing about walking around the city, is you can really get a good understanding of the layout and the floor plan of the city.
Something that I really like about Stockholm is that even though it's a really big city, it has a lot of greenery and parks and trees, which I find amazing. We've now been walking for about half an hour, and across the bridge there you can see the Old Town.
Just on the other side of the bridge now, we are about to head into the Old Town. Behind me, you can see the courts, and then here is one of the churches of Stockholm, and it's beautiful. I think as we were walking along the river, I probably took 20 photos just of the top of that church. And we are back in Old Town. But we've already filmed this, so if you want to see more about this, go check out our last vlog. Funny enough, we just saw these guys that we saw yesterday who were playing this game with like matchsticks and a little ball, and they'd put the ball under the matchbox and then they'd move it around and you'd have to guess which one it is. But we just saw them scatter really quickly, 4 of them. They all went in different directions. So we stood there and just kind of waited and watched, and about 3 minutes later they all came back, acting as if they didn't know each other, and started making bets and winning, or obviously losing, so that other people would see that and then put money in as well. So be careful, there are scams here too.
So now that we've been walking for about an hour, we're getting pretty hungry, so we've stopped at a pizza shop. We've now spent 110 SEK, which means that we have 290 to go.
And the time is currently 3 p.m. We're over halfway through the day.
And here it is. Pizza for 110 and water for free. Not the best pizza I've ever had, but it's pretty good.
Alrighty, Josie, you want to tell them where we are?
We are by the Royal Palace, and across the river there is the Parliament building.
Just behind me.
Yeah. We've been so lucky with the weather all day, and now it starts to get really windy and it's raining.
Yeah, so there's some drops getting on the lens, so please excuse that. But this palace is huge. What is it, 43,000 square meters? Yeah. And to give you some context, Buckingham Palace is 77. So pretty big still. Buckingham's just massive.
Yeah.
And the view here that it looks out over is just stunning. So you've got the river, you've got all these old buildings as well that it overlooks, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. This is what I pictured when we were talking about coming to Stockholm.
We're now in Kungsträdgården, and here around the square there's people playing giant chess, normal chess, and also a lot of nice restaurants and cafes lining the street.
This is one of the more affluent areas of Stockholm, and oh my god, as soon as you cross that bridge, you can tell. Now across the road from us is one of the high-end restaurants where all the rich and famous like to come and have their dinner. So we're not eating there tonight. So after a few hours of walking around the city for free, we are now at
Östermalmshallarna.
and it's a little market area. We're going to get something that we really need right now after all this walking, a coffee. We can choose one of any of these with our coffee. Tough decision.
They have chili. You didn't want that?
Ooh, chili chocolate. I love chili chocolate. Oh, too late. I already went with the salted caramel.
Hi.
Juicy. What did you get?
I got a pistachio caramel with dark chocolate and the espresso. God, I needed that.
So 30 sec each for the coffee and the chocolate. So that's minus 60 from 290, 230 sec to go. Currently 5:05. Thank you.
It stopped raining, it's time to keep moving, and now we're going to the Haymarket.
So we are now at the Haymarket, which is another market. Honestly, we just went inside. It wasn't nothing spectacular. I think the other one was definitely a lot more exciting. But yeah, it's still nice. Josie's getting a little bit tired now.
I'm absolutely exhausted.
I wonder how much we've walked today. But that's the best, cheapest way to get around Stockholm.
17,000 steps.
It's a fair few steps. Now I usually do more than Josie, so let's see what mine says.
Doesn't make sense though. I think there's something wrong with his phone.
I don't think so. 17,709. It's a lot of walking. Yesterday, 4,838.
We've walked 11.8 kilometers today, and we only have enough money left for dinner, so so we're gonna have to walk home.
No in camera, please.
Okay. What was that about? But yeah, so since we only have enough money left for dinner, it's walking all the way back again.
Here just behind the Haymarket, they've got the major shopping strip, which is where all the shops are if you want to go shopping and spoil yourself. Obviously, this is not the vlog for that, but they've got everything from Zara to H&M.
Shoes and clothes and everything that you can imagine.
Like, it looks like it's probably a kilometre long. We are heading back to the hotel now. We're running out of money. Josie mentioned that we should maybe get hot dogs and then take the train home.
I think it's a good idea.
But no, no, we're in Stockholm. We're not having hot dogs.
We're having something else that's cheap.
Yeah, we'll try and find something about halfway home because it's a 53-minute walk and we want to break that into 2 sectors. Well, something's going down. He just tackled him really hard to the ground. I don't know what he did. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Wave to the train station as we walk past the Josie. No, no hot dogs.
Hot dogs and train station. It's like it's meant to be.
No, nope. We're continuing on. That bridge there. That bridge is the bridge that takes us home. You excited?
So excited. We're a bit less than halfway, but every step getting closer.
But we gotta eat first. Getting closer to the bridge. We're almost at dinner. Only about another 100 meters to go. We're having tea. Oh, thank God. We've still got to walk home, but this is a start.
Finally, we're getting dinner. It was 218 SEK, which means that we still have 12 SEK left on our budget. We probably could have done this cheaper though if we got a cheaper hostel. Could have gotten a hostel for maybe 200 to 400 a night, and then we could have taken the subway instead of walking everywhere. But this smells so good, and I'm so hungry, and I cannot wait.
Alrighty, guys. That dinner was good.
So good. New energy.
New energy, and we are now crossing the bridge over to our island, which is such good news. My feet hurt. Josie, what's the step count?
24,057.
With the amount of distance that we still have to go, it'll definitely hit 25,000. And I'm guessing that it's somewhere around 14 kilometers then.
16.3.
Oh, to some of you that might not be much, but to us, that's a lot. We're crossing the bridge now, and we just wanted to end the video by saying that this is not the cheapest way to travel Stockholm. You can stay in hostels, B&Bs, and save half the amount of money, if not more. And if you stay in a hostel, it also gives you the ability to be able to cook dinner in the hostel.
And lunch and breakfast.
So this isn't the cheapest way to do it, but with 1,000 SEK, this is what you can do every single day, and there's a lot more that you can do that's free as well.
There's a bunch of museums that are free to go into. There's a free city tour that's 1.5 hours around the city.
And I've done a city tour, a free city tour in Bath, and they're fantastic. If you want to get to know the culture and the history behind the buildings and things like that, highly recommend doing one of those free daily walking tours. I think that's it for today, guys. Probably time to
say goodnight.
Say goodnight. I can see our island. We are so close.
So close.
If you made it this far, thank you so much. Do not forget to click like if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more,
hit subscribe.
And we'll see you again
in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.